Hi everyone, it's Shelley McGuire and welcome to Beyond Beauty. And it was great meeting you all at Summit, and I know many of you met my husband and business partner, Frankie Tedesco.
Hello.
And he's actually going to be my model today. And what I want to do is walk through the exact application of the 2-Minute Miracle Gel. Now this is not all of the way that you're going to demonstrate this on someone else. This is so that you get the exact desired performance and results every single time. So I'm going to walk through the steps. So first of all, Frankie has clean, dry skin. Now you shaved when?
This morning.
Okay, so he shaved this morning. So you would think all of the dead skin is removed, but you're going to see that it's not. So I'm going to walk through the exact steps. What you want to do, I'm using a single use sachet, which is one full facial treatment. You're going to apply about a large nickel-sized dollop, and if you're using your own jar, this is what that looks like, to all 4 quadrants of the face. So I'm going to apply it to his right cheek, another to his left cheek, some more to his forehead, and bring it on down to the nose, and then also the chin area. Now for ladies and gentlemen too, you can bring it on down and should to the neck and the décolleté. Any excess that you have, bring it onto your hands. Never waste a good treatment. Now what you're going to do is apply this and spread it out like you're icing a cake. Now Frankie's skin is warm, and I can tell you I already feel it starting to be activated. If your skin is cold, it's going to take a little bit longer. If your skin is high alkaline, let's say you just went to the gym and worked out and you've got a lot of salt in your skin, it's going to go quicker. Now what I did is I spread this out, and I'm going to wait 30 to 45 seconds. And I know you'll be tempted to keep rubbing and rubbing, but don't. Let it sit 30 to 45 seconds. Now, as this sits on his skin, he is getting what would almost be equivalent to a $100 facial treatment that I used to do in my salons and spas. We have the Phytoxan 3 complex, which is that exclusive, powerful anti-aging combination of moringa and mangosteen. And then we've got many other actives that, when you use this daily, is going to give you long-term results. So it's sitting on the skin, giving him a facial. We've waited probably about 35 seconds, you think? Maybe we'll wait about another 15. I'm going to go back and I want you to actually do what I call a test rub. Take a few fingers and gently rub everywhere where you apply the gel, just for a few seconds. But go ahead and rub. Now what this does is 2 things. It gives the gel activation, but it also is going to tell you where the gel is transforming. Because remember, this goes on as a gel form, but as it breaks down that outside dead, occlusive layer of dead skin, it transforms to a runny liquid. And when it does, you're going to see it balling up. Now, when I went and did my test rub, if I would have felt areas that were getting runny, I would have continued to rub. But it was still gel tacky, so I'm going to wait about another 15 seconds. So in between your test rubs, about 30-second increments. I'm going to go back gently. You're going to find the outside edge of the face starts to liquefy first. And oh yes, I can feel this right now. You feel that?
I do.
You can feel it changing. And obviously Frankie knows how to use this gel. He's been using it every day, probably for about 15 years.
Yes.
He's got amazing skin, but I can feel what's happening here. Now some areas are taking a little bit longer to liquefy. But this side of his, I can feel that. And Frank, in a minute, I'm going to have you go to the camera so they can see what's happening. Now, once again, if there's areas that are not wet and runny, don't just sit there and continue to rub and rub. This is a gentle, soothing, massaging action. So it should feel comfortable on the skin. Remember, there's no grains, there's no acids, there's no abrasives. So what we see is the accumulation of his dead skin rolling up the surface dead cells, the oil, the dirt, the debris from pores. Oh, wow. Okay, let's have you go up to the camera and you can show what, I love this. It's ridiculous, but I get excited.
I always get
you
excited
do too,
as
don't
well, after all these years.
Right, after all these years, it never gets old. Every single day to see this. All right, go ahead and show what we've removed from your face. And move up to the camera. And there you go. Look down here. Look on this side. You can see all the accumulation of the dead skin. And that's great. So you saw how quickly this was.
Even got some in my hair.
Yeah, it looks like it's snowing. And we're in Florida. All right, I'm going to go ahead and have you just now go to the sink and splash it off. And this is important.
Everybody?
When you remove the gel, you want to make sure to just splash it with warm water. You don't want to take a towel or a pre-conditioned moist towelette because that's going to take away the whole desired effect of the gel. So you just want to rinse with warm water, get all the dead skin off, and you're going to still feel a little bit of the remnants of the gel, and that's great. Those are the active ingredients and the phytoxan complex and the natural botanicals. And then just pat dry. And like you've all seen, you're going to see amazing glow to your skin, diminishing of the fine lines and wrinkles because we've got these ingredients that are going to plump up the skin, even out the skin tone, soften the look of the texture, and give you that almost inner to outer glow. So that is how you demonstrate this. Remember the application, spreading it out, going back in 30-second increments to actually do those little rubs. And then once you accumulate the dead skin, rinse, pat dry. Now this is a daily morning or night treatment. So that was one of the questions I get asked. Shelley, you talk about using this every morning. Can I use it at night? The answer is absolutely yes. There's no wrong way to use this. You can use it in the morning, you can use it in the evening. Many use it both. But the reason why I say morning is two reasons. One is your skin looks amazing all day, and you've seen that. You just have that glow. It also helps by removing that occlusive layer of dead skin. All other Gen M treatments that you use are going to be more effective because they're not sitting on top of a block of dead skin. And for ladies, when you apply your makeup on top of freshly exfoliated skin, your makeup is going to last longer because it's not going to be flaking off during the day. But if you want to use this in the morning, you want to use it at night, it doesn't matter. Just make sure you use it once a day, every day, because that is how you're going to get the results that we show in our long-term studies like you've seen in the before and afters. Let's see, another question that I'm asked. I wrote these down. Okay, do I need to cleanse my skin first? The answer is absolutely not. Remember, this is your cleanser. It's your cleanser, it's your toner, exfoliator, hydrator, primer, pore minimizer, exfoliator. It's multifunctional, so you don't need to apply it to clean skin. You can go right over makeup as long as it is not waterproof, occlusive makeup that you have on. Another question that I get asked is, what if it doesn't work? And the answer is, it can't not work. This works 100% of the time on 100% of the people because we all have dead skin and we're continually producing dead skin, face and body, which is why this is a face and body treatment. So it can't not work. If it doesn't ball up the way that you saw on Frankie's skin, then generally I go back and I check for two things. One is that you might have applied too little gel. So remember, that fat nickel size on all the quadrants. If you're using the single-use sachet, which is so handy, use the full packet. You might need a little bit more if somebody has a larger face or if you're going to take it on down to your neck and décolleté. So make sure you're using enough. And the other reason is that some people may apply it and just let it sit on the skin indefinitely, waiting for it to transform into that liquid. But if you have dry skin, you might go ahead and absorb some of the hydrators. So that means you're going to get a great anti-aging facial treatment, but you're going to miss out on the exfoliation, which is why I talk about going back and doing those little 30 to 45 second incremental rubs just for a few seconds, see where it's transforming, and then stop rubbing in between. So I hope you found this instructional video to be helpful. I hope you'll share it with others and your team so we can make sure everyone gets the optimal results every time. Leave me your comments below, and if you have any questions, I'm going to try to add some frequently asked questions to my videos each week. So I appreciate it. I love the feedback, and we're changing lives one face at a time. I'll see you next week, 11 a.m. Mountain Time on the same channel. Take care.